Hi everyone, welcome back to Mark's Journey. Just for bye. I'm Mark Falso. Please do like, share, subscribe, get a notification. Please comment. It's good for about a week now. No, squeeze sound, right? The alarm thing. Okay, this week I'm going to be talking about this book. Where did I put it? There you go. It's called How to Meet, Date, and Marry Your Filipina Wife by Peter Christopher. This book, it's not very thick. It's only 141 page. It's all about how to find one, but it seems to also more about his dating servant, Christian Filipina. Christian Filipina. Christian Filipina. It's acts more like a matchmaking agency that help you along the way from the beginning to the end, which means from you sign up to your wedding day and beyond. He had to interview a few couples, four couples on the cover, but I think he did a little bit more than that and explain why. For example, in chapter 7, why Filipina? Explain why. So this week I'm going to break down all about this, what I think of it and what it's about. So then you can think about ordering that book. You're going to join Christian Christian Filipina. Christian Filipina, yeah. Out of all those dating sites I have evaluated last month during August, now September, because I'm going to be now talking about different advice and what to do, what should not do, looking for your special mate. In the Lord's way, you might. He called them good guys deserve good girls. The way the language, you don't call it good girls. What about naughty girls? People sometimes would call that, just the way the language is. Today, it's different. This was published in 2016, so apparently he must have done it in 2014, 2015. Yeah, that sounds right, because I've written my ebook that I even copyrighted. It took that a while. There's the most important things like this one. So I ask you to be honest and genuine in your search for your bride, He said, whosoever walk in integrity, walk security, but he who make his way crook will be found out. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. It happens to everybody. Not just scammers we're talking about. I'm talking about you. You need to be honest. If you lie, it's going to be found out. Especially with IMBRA. IMBRA that I talked about last week. IMBRA is the International Marriage Broker Regulation Act. IMBRA. I'm sure they have to follow IMBRA law too. A full background check. So far, you mentioned that. IMBRA was passed like 12 years ago. And it's written after IMBRA was passed. So they give you the idea of that something a little off, though, but you have to follow that law. Because the immigration here, the officials that handle K1 visa, K2, K3, and a couple other people that we're going to bring your fiance over to live here. They will want to do that. If you have found her on a dating site, because they will say on that form where you found her, then they will want that. Let's say if you join Christian Dating for free, that's a free website. Yeah, it's a dating site, but half of them are American and African and all the other people. So that's an American baked. So that's not a matchmaking agency. Christian Filipino does because they offer services. And the Philippine tour, like Filipino-women or -bride.com. Those are the ones they have tour. They have to follow the law of the law because they're American-based matchmaking agency. And I've already explained that last week. The founders have decided to do that. He felt like the Lord's calling him because he had a hard time finding somebody here in the States. And his friend invited him over. His friend's father, I think that's what I read. His friend's father invited him over. Went over to the Philippines. And he saw all that opportunity before his eyes. He didn't marry her off one of those dating sites or his own site. Nope. They met each other, in the public. See? That's the best option. You can do that. Go out and meet in person. Period. Don't go spend time online. Sure, you spend on time online because it's a lot cheaper, but it's more expensive in the long run. I'll tell you why. You have to go through all these legal stuff to bring her over here. If you're over there, marry her over there, stay over there, in regulation, you save yourself a bunch of money. But it's just like you want to invest in stock or invest in a company, startup. Like Walt Disney said, you got to spend money to make money. You have to spend money to invest in the right one. Then you can bring her over here and all that stuff. If you don't have the money, like he said, take care of that first. Yes, sir. I said it in my book. To marry or not to marry a foreign bride. I wrote that ebook. Check it out on Dolores Club. Lord. No, possibly. Lord. It's supposed to be, but because the web address can use possibly. So DoloresClub.weebly.com. That's the website you want to go in there and then go on to media and ebook page. Roll and you'll see that ebook. Read about it. I have compared. There'll be more of that this week. Don't worry about that because I'm focused right now like that about financial reason. In my ebook, I explained about the truth sample and it's different. And a guy who worked at fast food. It's a dishwasher with a more professional sounding name. Dramatic technician. Dishwasher. State dishwasher. Anyway, okay. You know how much they make? Alright. If you know, great. If you don't, look it up. It's usually lower. For the dishwasher, he's only working part-time. At the minimum wage, maybe for some restaurant like fast food today, $15 an hour. California, $20. But the executive today make $30, $35, $40, or even $50 an hour nowadays. Good money. Not good money. Because with a K1 visa, you need $25,000 or more ability to support your going and buy. All right. If you're a cook, you don't make very much money. Let's see. At a fast food restaurant today, they're gonna cut many hours. Let's say 10 hours times 15 at $150 a week. You're stuck like that. The same as you earn $375 24 years ago, roughly. Okay, and I remember I worked like almost 40 hours at Sportorama, Roller Rank, and that's how much it was. I might be wrong. It's lot. I think it's lot. I already reported paid and all that stuff. Everybody do that. You have to. I'm hearing outside. Yeah, I'm in the UFO alley, the 33 parallel. I look it up online today. Wow, I am in that 33 parallel. Anyway, that's another subject, different thing. Talk about UFO. Anyway, okay. Like I said, how much he make? This one, it's that to work more than 20 hours, 40 hours a week. They work more than that. So say 50 hours, get all that paperwork and all that. It's true. That's to make a lot more than you think. And because it's working, time and a half, the law here. Let's say you're making 30 an hour, time and a half, represent $45 an hour. Good money. Okay. 30 times 40 is 120. No. $1,200. $1,200 a week. But the time and a half, 10 hours more. 45 times 10 is $450. That's bringing up to $1,650 a week. Good money. You more likely to be qualified to bring the bride over and everything. They would do 3 years of your bank statement. Listen, save your bank statement 3 years. If you throw it out, oh man, don't. Save it. Save the plate. Because it take time before you bring her here. Find the right one, bring her here. Then you have to submit the whole thing to the government. Because they want to see you can support her. Not the government. You. So, who's more likely can go? Yet. No. The dishwasher won't make it. He will. Very rare that very poor can make it. I know 2 guys made it. There's 2. All the others are over there. And there, when I read, they're over here. Pastors, a contractor, all they do are make good money. Right there. On 2. And both are jobs. I'm not gonna say their name. The first one, he a real good friend of mine down Miami. He needs a wife, and I was kind of joking, and I said, "Oh, go try a Filipina." He said, He knew somebody from Philippines and asked to be introduced. Now that's another good way to do it. Introduced. Remember, the deaf community is small. It's easy to do that. You can find somebody like that. So he did that, went over, met, fell off, came back, then waited, applied, then got approved. Took them about, I think he said like 16 months That's close to the 18-month. A little faster. That's good. By 2 months. So I brought her over and got married down in Miami. That was 2005. Yeah, I remember that, 2005. Didn't have the money to go. To the wedding. I just moved back from Miami back in 2002. Then, Dad, he passed away 2018 from heart complication from surgery. He was a rather large guy. Pretty active guy, yet. And what I done, GoFundMe to support his widow and their son. Yeah, they got a son. They didn't meet over $10,000. They only raised $8,000. It's sad. Nobody gave much. I tried to contact because I finally had the money I wanted to give. I couldn't reach them. That's the need of my friend. Anyway, with her, she died very fast. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, she died really fast. And I said, that's not my type. No, I can't die that fast. Remember I said about the communication, you have to be equal. Hurts like that, I'm down here. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I would, but I don't want to get into her life because she was in my friend's life. I never want to date anybody whose spouse is a friend of mine. No. So I left that wrong line. But now the other one, I met him last year. I was fitting the new shirt, and they have it up. They meet up at a town called Greenwood, South Carolina. That's where he's from. And instead of his wife was in the Philippines, I thought, oh wow, that's great. Now he did go over there and marry her. See, they met each other on Facebook. They chat for a while, and he gave up a lot of money because he had to have a lot of part-time job. He couldn't get a full-time job. His level is kind of, it's different than that Filipina that you talk about with my friend. He's different, but he's smart, yeah, deaf smart, okay. Then they had a son. She already had a son with another man in the past. It's very common. I'll talk about that another time about a lot of single moms in the Philippines. Okay, he had 5 or 6 jobs. He did the lawn job, worked at a pizza shop, at a harbor market. You might think, what? That's Walmart, okay? It's a hypermarket. And another business I can't remember. Yeah. And a couple more. No break. Nothing. You get sleep few hours, like 3 hours, and get up, go to work, and get another job, then you go to bed for 3 hours every day. To get up all that money, it doesn't make very much. South Carolina doesn't have very good high pay compared to other states. It's one of the lowest. That's why things are cheap here. Anyway, then he finally found a good price and was able to go over there, get the last paper signed off to bring her and the 2 boys over to the state last June. He left in May. No, April, excuse me. He left in April and got back in May. I never got a chance there because I left that church here in Anglican. They go to Greenwood every Tuesday for Bible study. For a different reason, and a good reason. So I never got to meet them. No. I mean, the deaf man's wife. So you can see how difficult that is. My friend who just passed away had 2 full-time jobs. He told me 2 full-time. He had to work. But his wife is well now. Work as an accountant. And I remember staying back Rockin'. That's up north of Miami. More than an hour. I remember West Palm Beach down to Miami. It's an hour. It's right next town. So, it was dual income. Family. Actually, three income. Now with that, I don't know what happened right now with them. For the deaf man, I'm sure he still have to work to pay off more of all that debt, and he had to support her. Because now, during the state, he had to support $25,000 to support his wife alone. Not even counting his son and the other son, the stepson. So it's going to be very hard for him. He's really tired. I can see it on the video. You can see his eye erupt his eyes just for a minute. Break eating his meal at the same time video at Walmart or one of those places he worked. So, pray for him. It's not easy. So I'm telling you all, it's not easy. Okay? This is something you have to think about. We don't have much money. It's very difficult today with high inflation, costly groceries. This much of groceries, that's it. $100 now. Used to be big, a lot of stuff in the cart, right? Remember that? Not anymore. Stupid. So, that's cheaper over there, but the utility and gas is expensive in the Philippines right now. Same here. So the rest is cheap. $50 to $200 for a house a month. Cheap. But with my fiance, we're gonna live in free. Already have a place. Free. Then I'm not gonna pay a dime. I told her, that nope. She wanted me over there. It's free. She's naming me to be a CEO of our company. I'm just only going to be in front of the camera. But she'll be doing all the paperwork, especially financing. Okay, let her do that because I'm more tactical with design and all that. That's kind of math that I know. It's totally different than financing. So I'm letting her do all that financing stuff. And we're going to work all the time. Because her company, she makes perfume, laundry soap, dish soap, body wash, toilet cleaner. Just don't tell her that she probably gonna kill me. She's Mitt Clean. Sorry, Mr. Clean. Oh, Mr. Clean too. That was Mr. Clean would say. Well, it's good to end with a good humor. Have a great weekend. God bless.